What's up, YouTube fans? Today we're going to take a look at the Dr. Menace King, or their version of a microscale Megatron. This was said to be by Dr. Diecast, who always sends me these Dr. Wu figures to look at. And I'm actually pretty interested in it just because it is an actual gun mode version of Megatron. We don't get a lot of those these days, so it's nice to take a look at this. We do have some paint on him. We got white paint on the face with red eyes. White, blue, red, and yellow for the chest. Silver paint here for the shins. Here's the back. He has a little bit of kibble, but overall it's pretty clean. Articulation wise, the head is on a ball joint. But it's also on a hinge, so you can get it back far enough until the panel starts to come out. So pretty far back, down to there. You can rotate around. A little bit side to head, not really. Shoulders rotate around on a ball joint. 90-degree bend at the elbow. Nothing at the wrist. This ab joint is supposed to connect. It does connect there, but sometimes it just pops out, so just put it back in. Rotation at the waist. You have a hip skirt here on the side. You don't really need to do anything with it. Legs will kick up to there. They're a little weird the way they're designed, but back to there. Out to the side. You have a rotation on the ball joint for the thigh. You have a double jointed knee due to the design, so you can get it all the way back. It's a little weird, but it works. And you have a toe tilt side to side. And for a size comparison, there it is next to the Dr. Wu Optimus Prime mold, or their cab for Ultra Magnus. And you can see they're similar in size. The Megatron is taller by maybe half a head. I do wish they were the same size though. I think it makes sense to have them kind of head to head, but they're close enough. Alright, now let's get this guy transformed into gun mode. So we'll start coming to the back here, open this up, flip this panel back, rotate the head in, and that'll hide away there. Lift up this arm. We're going to pick up this, we can actually put it right back on, but fold the hand in so that sticks out, and then we're going to put this back on. Just plug that back in. Alright, same on this arm, pick this up. We're going to come to the back here, we're going to rotate this down, fold the hand in, and then we can rotate that back up, and that's going to just sit right there on the back. We're going to rotate the hand, or the elbow, so this ends up on top. Pick this up, this is going to fold forward and tab back in, so you end up basically shifting the whole thing to the right. Rotate the waist so the feet are facing this way. We can bring this part down, tab it into here and into the back. Bring this forward, tab that into the front, rotate this down. And we're starting to make that gun. Come to the side here, we're going to rotate these panels all the way back. And this is a step that actually wasn't clear in the instructions, so it took me a while to figure it out, even though it's such a simple transformation. Bring these up, fold the feet up, bring up your feet, and legs are going to tab together here. So go ahead and get those tabbed. Bring this up, and you can see the feet are going to plug in to the back here. Make sure they're straight. And get those plugged in on both sides. Lift this panel up, open up this panel, and this will come down. And if it doesn't line up, that means you don't have this right. So just straighten that up. Same on this side, lift up this panel, the hip skirt, lift up this panel, and then bring this down and get that tabbed in. There we go. And you might have to adjust the angle of this black piece. Go ahead and take this. This is going to peg in between. There's actually a slot and a peg on this side. So get the pegs in on this side first, and then on this side, squeeze it together to get the tabbed in. It actually locks in place pretty nicely. Then on the front, we'll take the barrel and plug that on. Alright, and there he is in gun mode. and it looks pretty cool. I do feel like it's a little bit on the loosey-goosey side even in this mode, but it looks great. They really nailed the look of the gun. The proportions are pretty well done. I think this top part could have been a little bit thicker because this bottom part's, a lot thicker. But either way, I think it's a great looking gun. They kind of nail the proportions overall. And I like the fact that they included the stock and the barrel. That definitely helps. But if you don't want that, you can unpeg this from here. Remove that. Unpeg this from here. And I think this is fine too. Especially if you're going to give it to a combiner or something, then you could have it like this. But either way, pretty cool. And just to show you for a scale, there it is with the Zeta Toys Bruticon. And it fits okay. It's a little bit small in the hand, but you can kind of make it work. I think a smaller combiner might work a little better. So final recommendations on the DW Menace King. I have mixed feelings about this. I think I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 because I think it does what it's supposed to do. But I personally think it has a lot of shortcomings. Number one, any Megatron should be able to rotate the arm so that this cannon can be on top. And you can't do that here. Just do the design. You can't rotate it. So you always have a sidearm cannon. And that's a little frustrating. The other thing is this top part, I think it needed a little bit better of a tab. It's okay, but it ends up being a little bit fiddly due to that. So there's just a little bit of fiddliness with him that kind of keeps him from being super stellar for me. Now the gun mode is phenomenal. They nailed it with the gun mode. I think it looks perfect for this size especially. You can also use it with combiners. It kind of has a purpose, multi-purpose, not just Dr. Wu scale, but also to use with other figures. So that's pretty cool. But I think that the robot mode could have stood to use a little bit more articulation to get him to, just be a little more special. But that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Thanks to Dr. Diecast for sending this for review. We'll see you next time.